It's a historic settlement involving tens of thousands of former Boy Scouts. Thanks so much for joining us now at 5:30. I'm Brittany Bailey in for Yolanda and Andrew tonight. The Boy Scouts of America agreed to pay out $850 million to men who say they were abused as children. And we talked to one man who says he was abused by a local Boy Scout leader who's made headlines before.
When I was around 12 years old, at a Boy Scout camp here in Ohio, I experienced sexual abuse, at the hands of one of the top Scout leaders at the time.
That Scout leader was Bill McKell of Chillicothe, who last summer posted a confession on Facebook. His alleged victims were just some of the tens of thousands who later submitted claims and now may see compensation from this settlement. Eric Palmer is among them.
Because it is such a large settlement, I think that says something about the wrongdoing that occurred, the scale, the scope of it, and the seriousness.
This $850 million settlement would offer at most $10,000 per alleged victim, likely much less.
Part of getting justice might mean that each individual victim doesn't get an amount of money anywhere near to compensate them for the pain and suffering that they've been through.
But one attorney who represents 16,000 victims is not satisfied.
Is pretty much what I expected, and it stinks.
Tim Kosnoff says the deal leaves out meaningful reform and has many more flaws.
The way I see things, I don't see a sufficient number of men voting for this plan for it to be confirmed. And then I think we are on the path I foresaw last year, which is the Boy Scouts of America are on a bridge to nowhere except liquidation.
Meanwhile, Eric Palmer is still trying to accept that he may be compensated for what happened to him, but will likely never see his abuser face criminal charges because of the statute of limitations.
Even if things haven't fully been done right by us as victims in the Boy Scout, I can still work to make sure things are done right by my kids and by other people's kids for the future.
And we did get a statement today from the Boy Scouts of America. It says in part, this agreement ensures that we have the overwhelming support of survivors for the BSA's proposed plan of reorganization, which is a key step in the BSA's path toward emerging from bankruptcy. Bringing these groups together marks a significant milestone and is the biggest step forward to date as the BSA works toward our dual imperatives of equitably compensating survivors of abuse and preserving the mission of scouting. Now, this settlement agreement will now be voted on by the more than 82,000 accusers and then move to bankruptcy court for a judge to approve.